From a third coat. Just want to show you a little demonstration about how, one bad paint job during the life of a property, or even just one piece of furniture or a door or whatever, like in this case we're talking about a few doors. Just one bad paint job will affect, will cause you dramas down the track after multiple, paint jobs on, So what I mean is, there was this, I think it's some sort of an oil-based paint back in the day sometime, and the next coat of paint looks to me like it was this sort of greyish looking paint. Either that, or I can't really tell if that's the top, that's the next one, or it might be that sort of some sort of a blue one. But anyway, one of these, hard to tell, but it might have actually been this sort of blue, which is similar to the current colour, but just a little bit different. Anyway, so it might have been this one. And so what's happening here, you can see these scratch marks, yeah? So that's when people, when they go to open the door, they often sort of hit their fingernails in here or something like that. And so at the moment we are at least like the third paint job. This current blue paint is about probably the third paint job after this white stuff, or it could even have been some sort of a dusty undercoat or whatever, which wasn't cleaned off properly or something, or it was just not a good enough quality primer. Either way, the situation is that the next coat of paint after this white stuff, the next coat of paint didn't adhere properly, and now there's been two further coats of paint, like paint job, like that's probably about four or five further coats of paint, and we're still going back all the way to the original white paint, which was like 3 paint jobs ago at least. So what I'm trying to say is that, like if you see that there's peeling paint on the surface, then just like giving those peeling areas a little bit of a sand or whatever, and just painting it all again is not going to do any good really, because it's only a matter of time before you're going to get back to the same issue, that one paint job somewhere along the way was not done properly. That layer of paint is not adhering properly, and it will cause you adhesion dramas even 5 paint jobs down the track, So it just the cycle never ends. The only way to stop it from happening is to go back to that one coat of paint, to the last coat of paint which is still adhering properly. So or go back to the bare surface or whatever. So in this case, I'm sanding it back up to that white stuff. I mean, I'm not even sure. It might even be the original undercoat, or who knows? It might even be the original sort of factory primer, and it could even be that this could be the factory primer, and whoever painted it first went over the factory primer with you know, some sort of a top coat, like maybe a water-based enamel or something. And you know, factory primers are not very good quality, so they don't really take top coat very well. So you really need to, when you get a door from you know, the shop, the Bunnings or whatever, you really must, if not, like in theory, you should even sort of give that factory primer a good thorough sand to open it up, so that when you put your own primer on, it will actually stick to the underlying substrate. Yeah, but at the very least, you've got to put your own quality primer on top of that factory primer, because you know, paint just doesn't adhere very well to those factory primers. They're only there to protect the surfaces. It's sort of like a transport primer, you know, like a storage primer or whatever. Like, protects the doors, you know, through however long they need to store them or transport them or whatever. Sometimes they get exposed to the elements, and so, you know, they're not very good quality at all. But I'm not quite sure that that's the case. It's hard to tell, but you know, either way, what I'm trying to say is that whenever you have adhesion issues and you try to just rectify that just by painting over the whole surface and hiding it all, it's only a matter of time that, you know, it will rear its ugly head again, and you will start to deal with peeling and peeling again. I mean, it might not be a major drama, like in this case, you know, there's only in these spots where, like next to the where people sort of push the door when they open it up, and a few other bits and pieces, but we just don't want that to happen. So I'm going to sand them all back, all the way to the white surface. Alright, so yeah, just good luck and have fun. Bye bye.